right, good evening, everybody. My name is Isabel. I work for the Office of Residence Life at Montclair State University. I will be giving you your presentation tonight. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the chat. I do have a presentation for you, so we'll go through that first, and then we will get to questions afterwards. All right. All right, once again, this is the Office of Residence Life presentation. So our educational priority in the Office of Residence Life is to engage students through holistic development as they transition from Montclair State University to community members of global citizens. Students will be able to think critically and develop innovative solutions to complex issues and develop an understanding of social justice and learn more about a comprehensive approach to wellness and to learn how to become an advocate advocates and allies for themselves and others. So some of our amenities within each of our residential rooms is that we'll have one twin XL bed, a closet or wardrobe type thing like pictured here, a desk, a chair per student. So each student will get that kind of space. Some things to be aware of is that internet and cable are provided. If you both streaming and I think we have wired cable as well. So if you just need to like hook it up, that's fine, but we do have internet and cable through Wi-Fi. Laundry machines are free to use. You would just have to bring your own supplies, such as whatever laundry soap, dryer sheets that you may use. We have a mail service that delivers mail throughout campus and each of the residence halls, as well as Amazon lockers that are located throughout our campus. So this is a list of what to bring and what not to bring. This information is also on our website as well. If you go to montclair.edu and type in what to bring, this information will also pop up. So some things you may want to bring are cleaning supplies, shower curtain and hooks for those with private bathrooms, extra twin extra long bedding, surge protectors, laundry baskets, any snacks, seasonal clothing, lamps, reading desk lamp, television, paper products, fan, coffee makers must have automatic shut off. Mini fridges must be under 3.5 cubic feet, and there's only one per room. Microwave under 700 watts, again, one per room. Floor lamp, especially in Freeman Hall. So some things that are not allowed on campus are candles, wax warmers, incense, non-university furniture, air conditioners, space heaters, subwoofer speakers, kitchen appliances, and gasoline powered items, LED strips, bed risers. That's just some of the list. All right, so move-in information. So for fall 2022 students, transfers and incoming freshmen, we will do your placements over the summer. Specific move-in information will be shared in early August, end of June, end of July, early August, typically around there. regarding your your move-in process, and your move-in time slots. All right, so we do have a requirement for you to move in. We call this our golden ticket requirement. So all immunizations must be submitted to the My Health portal. You must submit and sign the licensing and dining agreement within RMS. Students who are still under the age of 18 at the time of signing does require parent guardian co-signature, and the contracts for the full academic year. Emergency contact must be submitted in NEST, and the bill paid in full or be enrolled on a payment plan. That can be worked out with my colleagues in Red Hawk Central regarding that. Okay, so some important information. Guests are permitted. We do have our guest policy on our website, but it can differ with the COVID-19 guidelines. So make sure you review your prohibited items before coming to campus. And yeah, we're looking for students who would like to join our team, become residence assistants, service assistants, and we're here to help you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in the chat tonight, or you can also contact us. Our office is located in Bone Hall on the 4th floor. Our email address is reslife@mail.montclair.edu, and our phone number is 973-655-5188. And our website is montclair.edu/reslife. And there's our social media handles as well. So that is the presentation that I have for you guys tonight. If you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in the chat, and I will be happy to answer them. Okay, so let's see. All right, so housing with disability for students who may have a disability. We do have housing in regards to that. It's a process within the Disability Resource Center, and I will show you, let's see, let me just pull it up. Okay, so you can see that this is the page for the DRC, the Disability Resource Center. On here, they have a form to the left here, forms. You can do the housing accommodations request form. It's a PDF. You can click it, download it, and it will have a space for your son or daughter to fill out kind of a narrative for them, and a place for a licensed physician, doctor to fill out. And then that will get reviewed by the DRC. And that's how we collaborate with that office. And there's no different costs. Freshmen are not required to live on campus. It's up to each individual family. You're able to opt in to live on campus. All students who stay within our traditional halls and that are under a certain amount of credits do have to have a meal plan. Once they become juniors and seniors, they'll have enough credit requirements to be able to live in the apartments on Clove Road, which have kitchens, so they're able to be more flexible about the meal plan. over there. All right. So picking a roommate, some students have people that they would like to, some people that they would like to live with. Um, they're able to do that if both of the parties have done everything kind of that's like outlined by our office. So they can go through the process and become roommates together. Or if they're unable to find somebody to live with, then there's also some people find their roommates through orientation. They find somebody that they click with, or also they can fill out a preference sheet, and we will do our best to match them up with using the preference. So whether they're a night owl or anything like that, that will take into consideration. So parking on campus, I think they have to have, let me double check this. I think they have to have over a certain amount of credits to park on campus, or to have their car on campus. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, residents with less than 30 credits are not allowed to register or park their vehicles on campus due to the limited capacity. So students who have more than 30 credits can purchase the NJ transit permit, and then they can go through parking services for that. So that's part, and you can review information regarding parking under, if you go to montclair.edu and you type in parking services, that should be the first page that comes up, and it'll have all their information to contact, and they have a frequently asked questions page there as well. All right, so yes, you can use loans to help pay for housing. That can be worked out with financial aid and student accounts. They can assist you with that further. We have different styles of housing, of dorms on campus. We have the traditional 2 people to a room spaces. We have single rooms, which are like a single dorm room with a locked door. And none of our rooms are, or none of our spaces are like a true single where they have their own room and their own restroom. They'll share some kind of common area with suite mates. So that would depend on how many people they're sharing that with. Sometimes it's one other people, and sometimes if it's the rooms attached to a quad or a triple, it can be up to 3 other people as well. And all halls have heat. I think there's only a few ones that don't have air, or like air conditioning, but it's only for a few months out of the year. So like basically September they can get away with a fan, and May basically. Okay. No, you are able to, so when you go and pick your dorm, you're able to choose it depending on where in the process you are. So If you're on the early end of selection, then you'll be able to choose your dorm for um, for students that are a little bit later. Sometimes we're able to offer them the areas that they want, and sometimes it just might take a little bit of time. So the housing process opens for incoming freshmen and transfer students over the summer. Students are able to request and put in a housing deposit year round. It just depends on what we have available and what we can offer students, and where in the year they are. Okay. As far as guests, we have it's only resident guests. So only people that are on campus already, they can stay and be guests with other students. No, financial aid would, so there's a question about financial aid affecting the choice of dorms. It would only affect, like, I guess, the amount of aid you can take out. Let me pull this up for a minute. Hold on. Okay, so if you type in housing and meal plan information into our website, you'll be able to see the different buildings that we have and the current rate for fall 2022 to spring 2023. And that will also show you kind of like the requirements of a little bit of each of the buildings. Okay, so for the yeah, financial aid can help with both. So it helps with residents' life in securing a space on campus if you want to live on campus, or and it can also help with your tuition as well. So during the winter term, we're typically let out, like, the students are let out, I think, the week before Christmas, before the 24th, 25th. And then during that week, there'll be midterm, maybe like the 15th of December. There's usually finals and closing procedures regarding that. Okay. Meal plan's not required for students who live in off-campus housing. It's only required for students who live on campus. So our and that's excluding our apartments. So the Village and Hawks Crossings, which is our apartment style housing, since they have a kitchen there, students are able to opt into dining services if they want. If they aren't, if they don't want to, then that's fine, because they'll have a kitchen. Each of our buildings also have a communal kitchen as well, that students are able to access. Yep, each of our residential buildings have a laundry in each of the buildings that's free to use for our students. So on campus, we do have a couple of, like, convenience stores that are available for students. And we also have there's like, I believe there are other department stores and grocery stores like within a 10-minute drive or 10-minute um, bus ride from campus. We do have New Jersey Transit, both bus and train train stations as well. So for international students, they're able to stay on campus all year long. They would just have to work with the Office of International Students, and we'll communicate with them in regards to, what they need to do during the breaks and things like that. But they're able, if they're going out of the country, they would have to, I would suggest talking with the international office regarding that, because I don't want it to affect any of the other criteria from the government for that. So, okay. So for freshman process, we will be able to pick a room and select their space. And they're also able to pick their roommate if they want. They can do that. So animals on campus have to be, all animals on campus have to be approved by the DRC. They have to be emotional support animal. You can have a dog outside, like outside roaming around in the college on the leash, but you can't bring them into the dorms. Yeah, freshmen and transfer students go through the same process that happens over the summer. Okay. So, all right, so you can, so our email is, our email is reslife@montclair.edu. My name is Isabel. So if you want to email us, you can, or call us. I will leave our contact information on the screen in a little bit. So, all right, so I see some questions about the religious exemption. We have a policy that's on our website. You can take a look there through it. And if you have any more additional questions, please feel free to contact our office. All right. And what about meal plans? So there are a few different options for meal plans. For freshmen, they are Rockies Unlimited 48 blocks and $250 flex dollars. The Rockies Unlimited, and the second one is Rockies Unlimited and the $500 flex. Those are the two freshman choices. Transfer students are also able to choose those if they want. They just have to select, they would just have to select that. Okay. And there's the prices are on the website as well. For summer bridge program, I don't think they'll have an option to stay, to state which dorm that they would like to live in, at least for the summer. We do summer projects over the summer, so not all of our dorms are available. It just depends on the year in which dorms are. So the bathroom facilities in all of our dorms are nice. So if you're talking about the new dorms, which would be the Heights, they're good. So within Sam's Place and Freeman Dining Hall, they'll have utensils and plates and things like that for um, students for the 5-week summer program. Sometimes students like to bring their own stuff for the year or for the week that they're there if they want to just like make a sandwich or something like that. So that's totally up to each individual students, but they can bring those if they want. All right, if there are no other questions, I will leave. Yep. You can change your major. Each college and each degree program have their own requirements. So you would just have to review that with your advisor, and to review and to make sure like you're looking at the websites and uh, um, and making sure that you're talking with them. But yeah, you can change your major. Yeah, if you want a copy of this presentation tonight, you can reach out to admissions and they'll send you a copy. All right, I will put up our contact information if there are no other questions. Thank you all for attending. All right, and I'll be on for a little bit if there are any additional questions. Okay, thank you and have a good night.